It's day 168 of our inventory transformation. As soon as I logged in and went to the center of town, I had this person trade me. They asked me if I wanted to play pick a door, and then they said they had proofs in their profile. And guys, proofs can be made up. They're not proof at all, really. And I'm sure that this happens to you guys all the time too. It's either this or it's spin the wheel or something like that. And it is just pretty much always a scam. So I definitely told that person no thank you, and then I went to set up my trading stand. And then I set up my cotton candy stand because any bucks helps. And if you guys look, I'm actually at 102 bucks so far, but I know I'm gonna need to use some of that to decorate my house. Then I was able to claim some free bucks off the task board, and then I kind of looked around and it wasn't the best server. I had this person offer for my golden unicorn, and although these are kind of hard to trade, I like it and it's a legendary, and I just didn't want to accept this offer. I'm sure some of you guys would have accepted it just because it was a ride pet, but I just didn't want to. And I really feel like as I'm getting into this series, I used to get really stressed out about you guys judging my trades. But the truth of it is I have to trade for me. So I have to trade for the pets that I like. So you wouldn't always do the trades that I would do, and I'm probably the same for your trades. But definitely just keep that in mind while you're watching, that this is all about the inventory that I want to end up with. I had this person trade me and they asked me if they could offer for my Mega Highland Cow. You guys know I love this thing, but their offer was so good. The first thing they did was put in this neon brown bear, and I would love to have that brown bear. And then they added in a fly ride pig. I love the pigs too. They asked me what I used for values, and I said elf bread. They said they used elf bread too. Then I accepted the trade. I hadn't yet put it into the trading or the value website. And then they said, I'm actually over right now and I have some other stuff that you're looking for. And then they added in a lovebird and a sweetheart rat. You guys know I'm trying to look for those because I'm going to make a mega of both of them. And then I went out to find something else that I could add to the trade for them. But then I had no idea what kind of pets that they like. So I kind of went to go ask them hey, what else would you like me to add? And I guess they declined the trade because it went away, and I was super disappointed about that. But I do really love this Mega Highland Cow, so it's not that big of a deal. But I actually do trade this Mega Highland Cow later on in this episode, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I'm going to get for it. And then also, if you guys remember, I actually turned on my party invites again, and guys, today in today's episode, later on, I actually toured, and I think it's probably my favorite house that I've toured so far on Adopt Me. I mean in this series. And I definitely know that I want to try to build a house very similar to it later on or at some point. Then I had this person trade me, and they offered me this dragonfly for this golden unicorn, but I definitely didn't want to accept that. Then when I was hanging out in the center of town, I'm you know what? This server actually has turned out to be a pretty good server. There's a lot of people on it actually. Then I had this person trade me, and they asked me what I wanted for my golden rat. I think the golden rat is super cool. I would love to have a mega or even a neon, but I will definitely trade it if we get a good offer. So I went out to check out their profile to see if there were any pets that I wanted, especially a legendary that they could trade me for this golden rat. They have some good pets, but not necessarily the ones that I'm looking for. But I will tell you guys that I just absolutely love the chameleon. I don't know why, but I just love that pet. And it's a little bit under for this golden rat. So you guys know I'm looking for the lovebirds and the sweetheart rats and pets like that. So I just thought if they had some of those that they could add with it, I will definitely trade it. So I went back to the chat and I asked them if they had any lovebirds, any tunes or any sweetheart rats. And then I told them that I would trade for the chameleon, but they would need to add because it was a little bit under. They said they didn't have any of those pets, but they kind of seemed like they were going to put in the chameleon and maybe try to add with it. And then I also asked them if I could offer for the fennec fox because I think I have 3 of them. I need one more so I can make a neon. Because if you remember, one of those fennec foxes that we have is actually a ride, so we'll have a ride neon if we can find another one to make them neon. So then they did add that fennec fox, so I wasn't sure are they wanting to trade for the chameleon or not, so I just asked them if they saw anything that they wanted for this fennec fox. Then they went to check out my profile. They took a really long time, and then they said, I don't know what this fennec fox is worth, and I'm it's not really worth much. It's just worth another uncommon. So then they had asked me how many of these bacon acres I had. I said I had 5, and they said, how many would you offer for the fox? And so I just was 1 or 2 maybe, because I feel they're really easy to come by. And then I actually added all of them in, and then I added some other pets because I asked them if they would actually add the neon cat, and then they were oh, I really don't want to trade that. So I'm okay. So then I took out all the pets except for those 2 bacon acres, and then they asked me if I would add a kid goat. And guys, I do not recommend this. This was a super overpay for this fennec fox. But really, I was like, this just keeps me from having to look, and I have a ton of like extra pets right now, so I just did it because like maybe they need them, I don't know. But we did end up with a fennec fox, which is what we wanted. Then I had this person offer me this ultra rare Toxic Kai Jr., but I don't want to accept that for this legendary golden unicorn. Then I had this person, or I saw this person that had this fly ride cow in their trading stand, and I really want a cow, guys. And I really don't know what you guys are going to think about, like what I offered for them or what I tried to trade them for it. But I just absolutely love the cow, and I would like to have the cow more than I would like to have like a lot of these pets. This was my first offer. You guys know I made this mega hamster just for this reason, so I could trade it for something big. I love this unicorn, but we can always get another one. This neon elastomosaurus is really cool, but it's really not worth that much. And you guys know I have had the hardest time trying to trade this neon frozen penguin, so I will definitely add it in if it adds to the value if they look it up. So this was actually my first offer, and then they came to chat and they said, would you change the hamster, like the mega hamster, for the mega Highland cow that you have? Me personally, I like the mega Highland cow like so much more than I like the mega hamster, mainly because I know I can make a mega hamster like really easy, and the Highland cows are kind of hard to come by, or harder, I guess. And I think this is crazy and I don't really understand why, but actually the mega Highland cow is lower in value than the mega hamster, so I was like, I guess I'll switch them out. And again, I think I could always make a mega Highland cow if I really wanted to, and so I was okay with doing this trade. And really, if I put this into values, I'm actually under for this cow, which is crazy because I'm like, are they really going to accept this? I mean, just like the cows can get overpays, I feel like this mega Highland cow could have got me like a really big overpay, but I was willing to trade it for this cow. So are they going to go through with it? And guys, they went through with it. I actually just got a fly ride cow. I am so excited about that. And of course I had to pull him out so I could just like walk around with him so I could see him. He is so cute. And I have some really awesome pets on my main account, but I've never had a cow. I don't know why, but I just have never had a cow. So this is actually my first cow ever in Adopt Me. I haven't even been playing on this account for like even like half a year, not even like 6 months, and I can't believe my inventory so far. And definitely at the end of this episode, I'm going to show you guys my inventory. We just got this fly ride cow and I am so happy. Next, I had this person offer for my, like one of my gibbons. Is it the villain gibbon? And I just didn't want to accept that offer. I'm finally ready to make this Kai Jr. and Neon. I usually have the best luck trading these, so hopefully we'll get something good for it. Making the Neon Kai Juniors like Neon, or aging them up, takes like not that much time, and it is definitely worth it. They're so cute. And after I do any trades or after I make any Neons or Megas, I definitely want to add them to my profile. And if you guys noticed, I did not put that cow in my profile because I do not want to trade it away. Next, I had this person offer for my Neon Urchin. They put in this Ash Zebra. I love those, but I'm not sure that it's worth the Neon Urchin. But it didn't really matter because they declined before I could even say anything or just really anything. And after I finished those Kai Juniors, I'm actually working on my fennec foxes now. Then I had this person trade me and they said, can I offer for a lot of your stuff? They wanted to offer for the Royal Palace Spaniel. I really think that one's like really cute. And the Bush Elephant. You know, I don't really want to trade it, but I will for a good offer. And then they also wanted to offer for the Castle Hermit Crab. And these are all pets that I really like, so this is going to have to be a pretty good offer. And then I told them that I like cute pets. I feel like I tell that to people like all the time when they ask me like what kind of pets I like. And I think all of these pets are cute, so like I said, it's going to have to be a good offer. But then when I looked at their profile, I'm like, I don't even know if they have any pets that I would be willing to trade for these things. I mean, there's a couple of them that are cute, but that Bush Elephant is actually worth a lot. And I thought they were going to start adding in some pets, but they were just looking at my profile, and I think that they were just like waiting for me to tell them exactly what to add for these pets. And anyways, there was so much back and forth with this person, and I asked them if they use values. They said no. I told them what the Bush Elephant was worth, and I told them it was worth like 3 times their lamb that they had. And then they were like, I wouldn't even trade the lamb because I love it so much. It's my dream pet. And I was like, yeah, I don't think this trade is going to happen. And it has already taken up like so much of my time. And I already had told them that I liked this lovebird. So then they asked like, would I do any of these for the lovebird? And honestly, guys, I know I could get that lovebird for like a lot less. The value of it's not that high. And there's some people that don't like it at all, so they're willing to trade it for like next to nothing. So really, really just a lot of wasted time for no trade. Then I had this person trade me and asked me what I wanted for the faucet. It's a ride faucet. I'm not really sure what I want for it. I mean, obviously you guys know I like cute pets, so that's what I said. The faucet isn't really worth that much, but it is ride, and I could get 3 more and actually make a neon and have a ride neon. So then they told me like, you can check my profile. So I went out to check their profile. I know this isn't worth like that much, so I thought like, well, I really like the Royal Palace Vino. I already have one, so maybe I could get a couple more and make a neon possibly. But then when I said like Royal Palace Vino like question mark, they said like, I don't know. And so then they said ride potion question mark, and I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely take a ride potion for this. And I'm actually so surprised that we got a ride potion for this ride faucet, guys. But they accepted, and so now we have another ride potion. Next, I had this person ask me if they could offer for my neon ride Black Panther and my neon blue butterfly. I love this Black Panther. I don't know why, but I just do. And it is worth a lot, guys. It's worth a 6 on Elf Bread. So I hope their offer is like really good. So the first thing that they added in was this mega ermine. You guys know that people just love the ermine, but an actual ermine is not worth that much. And so I definitely put this in the value website, and this mega ermine is worth about half as much as this neon ride Black Panther. So then they put in like a neon ermine too, but then they took it out, and then they added this blue ringed octopus. I really love this blue ringed octopus. I have a mega on my main account. It's one of my favorite pets, but again, it's not worth that much. So this was just like a really under offer. So I pretty much told them like, sorry, but that was like a really low offer. And I know some of you guys are like, but it was a mega for a neon, but it's really pretty easy to get 16 ermines if you really wanted to, and you could trade for them with like really like low tier pets. But people are really not wanting to trade those Black Panthers, and they're worth like quite a bit. And did you guys remember that I actually got a cow today? I'm just so excited about that. So I have a Fennec Fox out that I'm aging up, and I actually had this person trade me, and they asked me if I was making a neon, and I said yes. And then I guess they had like a full grown like Fennec Fox that they were willing to trade me for something, but I don't know why, but I already have 3 aged up Fennec Foxes, so all I have to do is age up this last one that we just traded for, and I think it's already aged up to like post-teen or something like that, so we don't have that many tasks. So that's really just what I told them, like, sorry, I already have it and it's almost fully aged up. But this should be like a reminder to you that you can put in chat like looking for full grown like whatever pet it is that you're trying to make neon or mega, just to make it easier for you. But really, I think that was so kind of this person to even like notice and even think about like offering this. I had this person trade me and they said like hi again, and now when I go back and I look at like my past trades, I'm like, okay, they're the person that offered us that ride potion for that ride fossa. And remember on my profile it actually says that I'm looking for pup tunes, so they put in all these pup tunes and then asked me if I had an offer for them. So then I just kind of said like, hey, can you go to my last page and see if there's any pets that you want for them, like that I had showed that I was like trading for the pup tunes. And then they did go look at my profile, but then they just kind of came back and were like, can you just offer for them? So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, they have 4 pup tunes as opposed to just like trading like 1. So it would be really nice to get all 4 of these pup tunes like out of the way so we don't have to keep looking for them. I'll have to check, but I can't remember like how many more we need to be able to make our mega, but I know it's not that many, but I'm not sure. Maybe we need 4 more. I'm not sure. So I did go look at their profile, but then I was like, I mean, I don't know what to offer, you know, like these pup tunes aren't worth like that much, but they are pretty good like ultra rares, and obviously I want them. So then I was just like, well, did you see any of my like low tier like neons that you might want for one or want for them? And when I looked at their profile, I'm like, I don't know. I don't really see any pets that I have because they want like really like good pets. Like, I don't know if I have any of these pets that they might want for it. So then I just thought like, okay, I'm just going to add in like all those low tier neons and see if they like any of them. So I have the 2024 birthday butterfly in neon. I have the neon blue butterfly that just came out. I have that neon urchin. I have the neon Dracula fish. And then I really didn't want to add this one in. But then when I went back and I looked at values, it was actually like right on, or actually like kind of under for these like pup tunes, since there were 4 of them. But I added in that neon clover cow that I made. And it's not that big of a deal because I think I have like 9 more clover cows, so I can make like 2 more neons if I wanted to. And this is really interesting, but if if you guys actually watch, there's no one watching this trade, so I don't really understand like how this happened. Well, I'll come back to explaining that. But anyways, I added in all these like low tier neons, and then they kind of thought about it like, I'm not sure. And then eventually this person just said like, I'll pass. And I was kind of disappointed because I'm like, this was 4 pup tunes that we could have got, so we didn't have to look anymore, or we didn't have to do all those trades to just get like single pup tunes like later on. Okay, so if you look, I'm actually in the school right now doing this trade, and I think like it's turned to like nighttime and there's no one watching this trade. But as soon as this trade was over, like I got out of this trade, someone traded me like right after that. It's a totally different person, and they had to have been like standing like very close to us to actually do this trade. And then as soon as I accepted, they started putting in a bunch of pup tunes also, like just like the last trade. And after they got done putting in those 4 pup tunes, they actually said 4 neon clover cow. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this was so easy. But how did this trade actually happen? And as much as I didn't want to trade that neon clover cow, mainly because I would love to have a mega at some point, but I just keep on making these neons and then trading them away. But I think I would much rather have like a mega pup tune over the mega clover cow. So I'll definitely do this trade with them. And these are the easiest trades to do because both of us have already decided that we're willing to do the trade. So as soon as that trade's over, I go out to my inventory so I can check and see how many pup tunes we have. And guys, that was the last 4 pup tunes that we need to be able to make this mega. We now have 16 pup tunes. That's awesome. And I know I've showed you guys my inventory like so far like a couple of times, or I try to do it every video now, but let's really talk about this inventory for a little bit. There are definitely pets I do not want to trade away at this point, and one of those is the candy floss chick, and I'm not really sure if I actually want to trade away that Aussie egg. I also have 2 of these Cupid dragons, which I love, and I would love to have a neon, and someone pointed out in another video, like in the comments, and they were actually talking about the pig, but they're like, don't make a neon pig. They were like, trade 3 pigs for a neon pig if that's what you want. And I hadn't really ever like thought like too much about that, but that was like the best advice someone's given me in a long time. I also really don't want to trade this ghost pirate capuchin monkey because I just know they're really hard to get. But a lot of this stuff I am willing to trade. I'm not really sure about those butterflies that just came out. I'm not sure if I want to trade them or not because I love them. I'm saving this mega hamster for like a bigger ticket item. I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy when I say this, but guys, I am not a huge fan of the mini pig and I would be willing to trade it for sure. But I'm nervous about trading it because the mini pig's like value has shot up lately. That thing is worth so much more than I would ever think it's worth, so I'm definitely going to hold out for like a good offer. I also haven't actually traded that cage crow. I mean, I have 5 of them and I would like to make a neon, and then I kind of just want to, I'm not sure if I want to hold on to it or if I want to trade it. I'm not sure what the value is going to do like over time. And the same with these moths that just came out. I'm not really sure about that either. I know I want to make a neon, but I'm not sure if I'm going to trade them away because I feel like the value is going to go up, but we'll just see. I've already told you guys that I want to make a mega pup tune, but am I going to trade it? I don't know if I want to trade that away either. I mean, with like the mega pup tune, I feel like it's going to be a lot like the mega Highland cow. Like I really didn't want to trade it at first, but over time I was like, you know what? I'll trade it if I get like another pet that I like even better. So that is possible with these pup tunes. Although guys, I think the value of these are going to go up and up and up like over time. So I kind of want to hold on to it for a very long time. And looking at this, I'm like, so many of these pets I could trade away, but I'm not sure anyone wants them. So I really need to get to making neons to at least like hopefully get something better for them. I also really like that snowball pet, and I think it would be so cool to get like a couple more of them so I can make a neon or something like that. And I'm not sure. I don't think I have that pet in my profile right now because I'm just not ready to let go of it. And I feel like my profile is starting to look like pretty disappointing to like other people because there's so many pets I've decided I really don't want to trade that. I really don't want to trade that one. Then we come to the cow and the elephant, and neither one of those are in my profile, so people don't even know that I have them, and I definitely want to keep both of those for sure. And then I have like quite a few of these clover cows so I can make neons. I have this Kappa kid that I've never made a neon that I need to make a neon and trade away. I'm trying to get enough of these lovebirds so I can make a mega, but again, I'm not sure if I want to trade that pet once I make it. It looks like I have 14 of these lovebirds, so I just need 2 more before I can make my mega. yet, and I'm like slowly working on them, like aging them up. Then I have these 2 pigs, and again, I do not want to trade those away. You guys know I'm trying to get enough of these sweetheart rats to be able to make a mega sweetheart rat too. It looks like I need 4 more sweetheart rats so I can make that mega. I have this neon black panther. I don't know if I want to trade that. I have this neon capybara. I thought I would never trade it, but I actually trade it in another episode, guys. I'm working on these fennec foxes. I'm almost done with this last one so I can make a neon. And I've told you guys in another episode I should not have made this mega snorkel. I should have kept it as 4 neon snorkels and tried to trade those away because this mega is really hard to trade. I love this neon warthog, and I would also love to make a mega of that, but I actually trade that away in another episode as well. And then I just have like a lot of these low tier pets that I need or I can use to just trade away, but hopefully I can get some other stuff like other pets so I can try to make some other like low tier neons to be able to trade. Because guys, that's pretty much what I do. I just make neons and megas, try to trade them, and try to improve my inventory. And I would say that after like 169 days, we've actually done amazing. I am really so happy with this inventory. And don't forget, I also have that Aurora fox. I love the Aurora foxes. Can you comment down below and tell me which pet of mine is your favorite so far? That's the end of day 169. Bye guys. Until next time.